blast. Who is our rider of the day? I can tell you who is not our riders of the day. And, in my, at least in my honest opinion, we have, oh God, it's absolutely all gone horribly wrong. Here we go. So, let's begin, shall we? With Alex Rins. Why? Because he binned it, didn't he? Alex Rins absolutely binned it. It was really disappointing, if I'm honest. Really kind of not good at all. So Alex Rins, he ended up binning it with, just after 10 laps, which, let's be fair, isn't a good look for anyone, is it? Next up, we've got Bastianini, who again binned it, with 11 laps down. Carl Crutchlow, I'm not counting because mechanical issue, and sadly, I don't actually have a picture for Carl Crutchlow. Now, this next one might be slightly controversial, because they're kind of like in the bottom. When it comes to winners and losers, we go from the bottom to the top, and it is Rolf Fernandez, simply because he was up the front row, possibly easily had the pace to, if not try and win, definitely get on that podium. Completely threw it away, didn't we? Absolutely did. Next up is Top Gun Maverick. Last of the finishes, basically 19th, and again Fabio Quartararo. I mean, we know how good this guy is. He should have done better. He got beaten basically by the Yamaha Pramac, which is essentially the Yamaha customer team. So he's going to be sleeping rough. But luckily, hopefully, we have Hungary. He's got another chance. He's got another chance in Hungary. Next up, we've got Toprak, who he was the lead Yamaha at one point, but in the end, he got passed by Jack Miller, who, let's be fair, Toprak has been outshining Jack Miller most of the season. So yeah. Poor for Toprak. Frankie Morbidelli. We know that is VR46 is a good bike. It's just something's obviously not clicking with him, and it's kind of like continuing into the season. Next up, we've got Luca Marini on the Honda. Again, 13th, but let's be fair, not exactly setting the world alight. But I like to say a positive thing about this guy. He finished in the points. Currently, he doesn't have a ride for next year. That's the big rumour. Does he deserve one? Absolutely, he can. We know that, let's be fair, all the Yamaha bikes this year are kind of sucky in most conditions. So I think that's about as best as he could have really get. Next up is Joan Mir, who again on the Honda. Yeah, finishing 12th, kind of average, if I'm honest. Yeah, I don't really have much more to say. So let's move on. Let's move on to Brad Binder, again, completely beaten as usual by Pedro Costa, 11th. I kind of expect a bit more from Mr. Binder, but there we go. Next up is Diogo Moreira, who finishing ultimately in 10th. Solid, if unspectacular, but once again, you're on the Honda. If you remember, the Japanese bikes over the last couple of years have just completely fell away from the Aprilas and the Ducatis. Next up, we've got Aldeguer, who ended up finishing 8th. I think solid. Solid performance from Aldeguer. Agura, again, on the track out, I've put him quite far back simply because I think that controversial clash, let's say, with Pedro Costa was not particularly very good. But there we go, which is why I put Pedro Costa ahead of him, because this guy, I mean, it's very similar to Catalunya. He's looking so good, and then it all falls apart, and it's not Pedro Costa. We know how good it is. It's just the bike. I think it just eats its tyres. Not as bad, worse in some ways, I think, than the Ducati. But Fabio Di Gianantonio ended up being fifth. Really let's be fair, really showing off his teammate Morbidelli, isn't he? He's doing an absolutely fabulous job. It's Gianantonio. So we have 4 left, and I'm putting this guy. Yes, he finished on the podium. Yes, he finished second, but I don't think he deserves. He deserves second. But in terms of our rider ratings, I've put him 4th overall, simply because, he at no point did he look like even winning the race, and he kind of needed to. He needs to stop. He needs to stop Bezzecchi, basically, going away from that championship. It's not a disaster yet, but it's the points have got bigger, haven't they? As we know. Next up, in 3rd, I put Marc Marquez, simply because this guy is an absolute hero. He's just done amazing things. has Marc Marquez. He's brilliant, brilliant. I don't think, with Marc Marquez, I don't think you could have asked anything more from Marquez. Also, Bezzecchi, yes, he did win the race, but, and here's the big but, he's got easily, comfortably, he's on the best bike, by far. And that means, yes, the pressure's on. It's very hard. He has fallen off. Look at the sprint races. He likes to launch it and yeet it in the gravel trap. Really, really good job. But I think this guy here who fought tooth and nails for every position, he was leading up until, just shy of, the first 14 laps until Bezzecchi ended up making the move. His tyres were going off and he fought off the very dangerous at the time Aya Agora, which is why I think Francesco Bagnaia ended up definitely deserving our rider of the race. Most definitely. But there you go. That's your MotoGP winners and losers. I mean, what do you think? Do you agree with me? Comment below and let me know. So, there we go. I'll leave you with the winner, Bezzecchi. Dreams do come true. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic, isn't it? The fact that he's won, he's now extended that championship lead. Who is going to beat Bezzecchi? Well, we've got another chance next week in Hungary, which is going to be happening next weekend. But until then, we'll speak to you soon. And also consider, before we do go, giving us a subscribe. Hit that like button, hit that notification button if you do not want to miss a video. Until then, as I mentioned, we'll speak to you soon. Thank you very much.